Hi, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about the Gunpowder Plot in England. England's most explosive conspiracy, the plot to blow up the government. It was November the 5th, 1605, a date that's still remembered across England with fireworks, bonfires, and the burning of an effigy. But what really happened that night? To understand the Gunpowder Plot, we've got to step back a little bit. You see, England was officially Protestant, and after decades of religious conflicts under monarchs like Queen Elizabeth, Catholics in England faced heavy fines and discrimination and suspicion. When King James took over, many English Catholics hoped life would improve. It just didn't. Instead, the persecution continued. Catholic Mass was banned, priests were hunted, they faced fines and penalties for not attending Protestant services. It was all very harsh, and for some the patience was just running out. Enter Robert Catesby. Catesby was charismatic and determined, and he believed only the biggest dramatic action would restore Catholic rule in England. His plan was bold, but terrifying. Blow up the Houses of Parliament. The aim? Kill King James. Wipe out the Protestant political leadership in one single explosion, and then place James's younger daughter, Princess Elizabeth, on the throne as a kind of Catholic puppet queen. Catesby gathered a group of fellow conspirators: Thomas Wintour, John Wright, Christopher Wright, Thomas Percy, and eventually, yeah, you guessed it, a soldier by the name of Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes had military experience fighting for Catholic Spain. He knew his way around explosives. He would become the man left guarding the gunpowder. The plotters secretly rented a cellar directly beneath the House of Lords in the Palace of Westminster. There they smuggled in 36 barrels of gunpowder, enough to completely obliterate the building and kill everybody inside when Parliament would open on November the 5th, 1605. But the plot began to unravel. On October the 26th, an anonymous letter was sent to Lord Monteagle, warning him to avoid Parliament's opening. But the letter was vague, but alarming enough to reach the king. Suspicious, authorities ordered a search of the cellars beneath Parliament. In the early hours of November the 5th, guards discovered a man in the undercroft, standing beside stacks of firewood. Beneath it, barrels of gunpowder. The man actually gave his name as John Johnson, but it wasn't. It was Guy Fawkes, and he was arrested and taken off to the Tower of London. King James authorised the use of torture. After days on the rack, Fawkes finally confessed and revealed the names of his co-conspirators. Most of the plotters were hunted down within days. Robert Catesby was shot and killed resisting arrest. The surviving conspirators were tried for high treason. In January 1606, they were sentenced to be hung, drawn and quartered, the most brutal punishment for traitors. Guy Fawkes faced execution, and as he climbed the scaffold, he was so weak from the torture that he just leapt from the ladder, and he broke his neck, dying instantly, so he avoided the full agony of the sentence. The failed plot, though, really shocked the nation. Parliament declared November the 5th a day of kind of Thanksgiving almost. Churches held special services each year to celebrate the king's survival. Over time, the anniversary became what we now know as Bonfire Night, or Guy Fawkes Night. Children would create effigies of Guy Fawkes, the guy, and burn them on bonfires accompanied by fireworks symbolising the explosion that never happened. Even today across England, people gather on November the 5th to remember a plot that could have changed the course of English history forever. It was a failed revolution, a night of fire, nearly, and a reminder though just how close England came to destruction beneath Parliament itself. Remember, the 5th of November. Thank you for joining me on this one. It's one of my favourites, to be fair. And, if you like this type of thing, please consider subscribing and giving me a like. If there's anything you want me to cover, please leave a message in the comments. Thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. Bye.